out a couple of weeks ago here.
Turn me up in the headphones. Yeah. Yeah. Busy. Let's get into it.
Peace, love, and happiness, so I can grab the piece. Start wildin' and clapping shit. Running with the rock in the jungle before Jumanji, nigga. Knocks come to not get low. Be hard to find me, nigga. Back talk, depending on the size. There's levels, my guys. Call me a clown, I have my 2 cents. Show you my penny wise. You and me, mano, we mano. Gangsta, we gon' see. Call the Uber, bring me to you. Now this is Uber Eats. Serve a play to get served, boy. I'll send the word, boy. The youth start to shoot, word get back like you heard, old boy. That's a personal conversation between the guys. Looking at Diddy like who ordered lobster with side of fries. Still ghetto, you still feel away. We still handle our problems with the steel of metal. Real settle, Henny in your face, stand still, fellow. Pocket taps better to give than receive, so let nobody stack money.
What up, what up? This is Trendy Debates. I'm your host, DJ Duya. Of course, I got the guys in the building. We got to check the pulse on Christy Marie to see if she's still in the... She's still alive somewhere. We got, of course, my boy M.
Yeah, what's good?
Coach Drew in the building.
What's good? What's good? Already.
And the original Don Dada co-host Jay Busy in the building, of course.
How you guys do it?
Yeah, so
SMU can SMD, FYI.
Yeah. Yo, man. Yo, they did me wrong last night. Yo, I would have been okay if they would have just gave up. You know what I mean? Just they didn't try to come back. When they came back and took the lead 35-31, I said, oh, yeah, we got something right here. You know, it's a little 400. But I'm trying to donate to the Christmas fund, the Haywood Christmas Fund with this.
That's what I was thinking about. Christmas funds.
And, oh my God, man!
SMU pulls that off. A $2 bet, $2 bet turns into $1,500.
Me and M was talking about it behind the scenes. It's like, yo, it got to the kicker. The kicker. I'm like, all right, boom. It may just go into overtime. Okay, we'll see what happens in overtime. You know what I mean? Man, he kicked that. As soon as he kicked it, I said, yep. Let me go to sleep. My wife was like, what's wrong with you tonight? Why are you so upset? Because I keep losing, goddamn it. I can't take it. Ever since the fucking cash out fiasco, man, it's been terrible. It's been bad.
I ran into one of yours yesterday. I had a cash out. I mean, I had a cash out on a $1,200 bet. Like 200, but I looked and I had Vanderbilt, Fresno State, UNLV left. I had all these teams. I was like, you know what? That was the same ticket that SMU was on. I said, you know what? I should be. No, it was on the ticket that Cincinnati was on.
Yeah.
Cincinnati got me too. Cincinnati and SMU, man, they got me.
Oh, Cincinnati got you too. I don't feel bad. I don't feel as bad when it's 2 teams or maybe 3 teams.
Nah, it was 2 tickets. 2 tickets, 1 team for each.
2 different.
SMU on 1 ticket.
Charlotte Hornets been kicking my ass all week, bro. Charlotte Hornets got me 3 days. I think 2 days in a row. I said, man, when did these niggas start winning games? Come on, man.
When they put LaMelo on the bench, that's when they started winning.
They put him on the bench.
That Con Knipp doing his thing.
He is doing his thing. He definitely is. There's a lot of niggas that's trade bait, man.
Yeah, there is.
Melo Ball, John Morant, Trey Young. They might as well just threw a 3-way trade with all them 3 dudes, man. They all trade bait. Miami lost last night to Detroit. That was a good game, though, but let's get into our NFL talk, right? Boom. I only was able to come since there were so many good games on Thursday, and then there was a good game on Friday. This was really the best game of the day. There's not too many.
All underdogs won. Damn.
Yeah, I said on the show I picked on the show every game correctly, and the Christy Marie in me. I don't know, man. I'm talking about some Baltimore. I picked Baltimore money line, and they got their ass whooped. But here's the game of the day: Buffalo Bills traveling to Pittsburgh. Buffalo standing at 7-4 right now. They got the 5th ranked offense in the league, 28.3 points per game. Only the 17th ranked defense, but their defense is starting to come around. Pittsburgh has the 10th ranked offense in the league, which I was surprised to even see that. And the 19th ranked defense. They've had defensive problems all year. They have one of the highest paid defenses in the league, but they have had some defensive struggles. Buffalo is the favorite at -3. There's minus 180 for the money line. Steelers are plus 152, and then the over/under is 45.5. So I'll start with you, Drew. Who you like today in the game of the day? Steelers and
This is a tricky one because Buffalo's been inconsistent. They're coming off I ain't gonna say a bad loss, but they lost to Houston last game.
Mm-hmm.
And Pittsburgh is Rodgers being banged up. They've been kind of inconsistent as well. So this can go either way. But I think Buffalo's a little better than Pittsburgh is. So I'm gonna give them the edge, even though it's a road game. I'm gonna give them the edge. I think Josh has a heck of a game and finds a way to win, but it'll be close.
All right, what do you think, Biz?
I think I'm not saying that they have the same defense as them, but I think Houston shows the recipe on how to contain Cook somewhat and Josh Allen. They had Josh Allen kind of frustrated last week. I think the Steelers win this game today.
Really? Okay.
I like Steelers at home. I feel like just as much Josh got something to prove. It hurts me to say this, but I feel like Aaron Rodgers don't want Josh to win, being that he played on the Jets and was victim to that for 2 years. I feel like there's a lot of things that were divided into that, and then on top of that, he probably feels he has a better team all around. So I don't feel like, and Aaron coming back, I just feel like Aaron got something to prove also, even though I hate him. I feel like he has something to prove also. DK Metcalf got something to prove. Tomlin needs to beat him because Tomlin's like 1-4 against him or something like that.
Okay.
Terrible against them. So like, this is a big game, and I feel like this is Pittsburgh's game to lose. Buffalo is got to find ways to win, and they're struggling to do that right now. I just feel like with Aaron Rodgers coming back, no making it off, things should click back for the Steelers.
All right, so I like Buffalo today. It is a great matchup. I'm just really surprised that Aaron Rodgers is electing to play this game. I mean, in the situation of their division, they could drop this game and just go and play Baltimore. Historically, they've done well against the Lamar Jackson-led Baltimore. They struggled against Joe Flacco back in the day, but they've done pretty well against Lamar Jackson. But I do like Buffalo to win this game. I think Buffalo actually even though Buffalo's 7-4 and Pittsburgh 6-5, I think Buffalo needs the game a little bit more than Pittsburgh does. Like I said, they play the Ravens next week, and they could take a 1-game lead over the Ravens if they beat them at home. I think it's at home, but if they were to beat them, beat the Ravens. But so I like Buffalo today. And what do you think?
I'm gonna pick. Can I pick a tie?
I mean, we had one.
Gun to my head, I'll just say Pittsburgh because they're home. But until Buffalo gets any kind of receivers, it don't matter.
It don't matter what they do, right?
You got a quarterback with no receivers. You can't.
Yeah.
Like nobody scares. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. And it's going to see if Keon Coleman's inactive, a healthy scratch for the third straight week. That was their number one pick last year. Something wrong.
He was a beast at Florida State, man. I love him. Yeah, I mean, shit, man. I could definitely see it going that way. So it's definitely a a toss up. I feel like both teams are pretty evenly matched. You know what I mean? Like when you look at the teams and how they've favored this year, Pittsburgh got off to a nice start. Buffalo did too as well, but ever since they lost to New England, they've kind of been reeling a little bit. So we will see, man. I'm really not. I really want Buffalo to win, but we'll see.
That's one of them games. It'll probably go to last possession. Whoever has the ball last,
right? Yeah,
that kind of thing.
So we had the games on Thursday. I wanted to talk about those games. And Thanksgiving was a great slate of games, man. The first game was the Lions and the Packers. The Lions, they're not as dominant as they were last year, and then this is going to be their second loss to the Packers. What did you think about that game on Thursday? We can start with you, Biz.
The Thursday game, the Philly, which game? Which game?
The Lions and the Packers. That was the first game.
Surprise! Our man in the mirror took a look in the mirror and got it together.
Right.
The defense showed up heavily. Michael Parsons and the boys showed up. Like they looked like the Packers we all thought they was going to be, like from the jump. They look like the team they're supposed to look like. You hear what I'm saying? So I like that. I'm kind of feeling like Detroit is falling into the pretenders thing also. Not looking, they're getting wins against these teams, but they're looking very bad against the teams that are playoff bound. And that's not good.
What did you think, Em?
Christian Watson showed up. That was the difference in the game.
He did.
And like anything we say, if a quarterback has a receiver he's confident in, that's what that it shows. So that's all. That's all to it. And Detroit, when Detroit lost Amon Ra, what was that? The first quarter they lost Amon Ra?
Yeah. First quarter.
Early, right? I think that put a big shock into Detroit. Because look what Jameson Williams was doing. He was still getting double teamed. So just imagine if Amon Ra was there still. Like it's like almost like a two-headed monster.
True.
Because they didn't have Laporta wasn't playing. Laporta was out. So basically, they was double teaming Jameson Williams, and they still couldn't stop him from getting the ball.
Him and George Pickens are different, man. Drew, what did you think about that game?
I thought that was a tough loss for the Lions because that division race is becoming tight.
Yeah,
and right now they're looking like they might finish third place with the way Chicago's playing and the way Green Bay's playing. From when it comes to seeding time, they could be like the 6th seed if they make the playoffs. That kind of thing. So that was a crucial loss for them. And right now they should have lost to the Giants. So these last few weeks they got to kind of pick it up some and finish the season strong. I thought Green Bay just they made enough plays to win that game. That's a good win for Green Bay, and hopefully that can keep them going, trending even more to make a run late in the playoffs or late in the season into the playoffs.
When we look at the playoff picture a little bit later, but that tie is going to be the determining factor between a lot of things, because let's say that Green Bay wins 10 games, right? But they didn't lose 7. So whoever has 10 with them and lost 7, you out of there.
Oh, right, because a tie is not a win, but it's not as bad as an L.
Right. So the L is weighs more heavily than the tie would.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right.
It could happen with that for Dallas too. Let's say Dallas, San Francisco, and Detroit all end up with 10 wins. Now that's a stretch for Dallas. I know, because they're 6-5. They would have to go on a run, win 4 games. But I'm just giving that scenario. If any of those teams are tied with 10 wins, they're out of there.
The Cowboys can do the Cowboys is a different team than they was early in the season with the addition of Quentin Williams
Right.
He makes a big. I mean, he makes a big difference. And you see it. So they can go on like a little winning streak and win about 9 or 10 games.
They do play the Lions on Thursday night, so that's going to be a big game. That's a big game for playoff, playoff position and then playoff contention.
Right.
Then we had the Thursday. On Thursday we had the night game. Joe Burrow made his return. He looked like he didn't lose his step.
He looked like he was there since week 1.
Yeah, and the Ravens
against the Ravens.
The Ravens just kept hitting the L button on their damn stick controller, losing the ball, fumbling. And it's like, I feel like, with certain teams or you go as your leader goes. And with Lamar Jackson, man, you guys know how much of a fan of Lamar Jackson I am. I'm not the biggest fan as some people, but I'm a big Lamar Jackson supporter. But bro fumbles too much, man. He fumbles too much with the ball, and it trickles down to his skill position players. I mean, we've seen Derrick Henry fumble this year. I think it was Zay Flowers that fumbled this game
last year.
No, it was Isaiah Likely. The nigga fumbled in the end zone, like, bro.
Look, not trying to be funny. That was a hell of a play by that defensive back to chase him down and do that.
Definitely. So we'll start with
you. We've seen how he had the ball out. The smarts to go punch the ball and not worry about tackling, just to go at the ball because he knew the goal. That's a very smart play.
That Peanut Tillman, man. The solo Peanut Tillman.
Peanut punch.
So, Joe, what did you think about that game? The Ravens and the Bengals.
Who you was asking?
You. Yep, you.
Oh, well, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't watch the whole game. I watched bits and pieces of the game. Okay. But what I did see, like you said, Joe Burrow came back and like he never left. But you shouldn't be surprised. He's been, he's a top tier quarterback. He should have been a little rusty, but he wasn't. And that chemistry he got with the receiving core was on display. You know what I mean? It was definitely on display. And like you said, when it comes to the Ravens on offense, Lamar has to be, they turn over the ball in crucial times.
Right.
It be times when you shouldn't be turning over. You never should turn over the ball. But when you march into feeling about to score something like that, and you're in a red zone, things like that it makes it even worse. Like, damn, those are the times you don't want to, turn over the ball or fumble or whatever the case may be. So, like I said, the Ravens, and they're finding ways to win. This is not a great Ravens team this year, and this is not a great year for Lamar. This is a good year because he did come back and put him in a position to be where he at now. But we so accustomed to seeing Lamar be like an MVP caliber player. Right. These kind of performances, you looking like, damn, this ain't the Lamar we know. So, but he's still dangerous. And then, I know teams when they preparing to play against the Ravens, they still scared of him though.
Yeah, I mean, of course, yeah, and we saw him move around a little bit. He looked a lot better in running the ball than he has the last few previous weeks. He was looking like he was laboring a little bit, but I mean, Lamar Jackson is hurt. Lamar Jackson is probably faster than most players in the league. So even still, but Biz, what did you think?
One pass in particular, Drew, let me know that Burrow was like backfilling himself. That was the pass to I can't pronounce his name. I don't want to slaughter his name. Is Sovia's guy or
Oh, okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
One pass, one catch, 29-yard touchdown. That pass was so on point, pocket, just everything. That pass right there alone let me know Joe's back, man, and he feels like he can still win that division. I don't know why in his brain I feel like Joe still feels he can win that division. He can win out with him. I always love Joe's confidence, man. I just hate that he hasn't won a Super Bowl when he just stays injured.
They almost did it last year, so I can see why he like. We almost, you know what I mean? They started off slow, and then he got hot. And they almost made the playoffs last year, so I can see.
And it's even worse, Drew, when you know he's going to go to Jamar Chase.
You can't stop it.
You can't stop it. Their chemistry is so crazy that it doesn't matter if you double team him, triple team him. He's going to find the spot open. Joe Burrow reads off of defenders. He reads off of defenders and know where he's going to go. Their chemistry is so, you know what he's going to do and that you can't stop it still. And you have no T. Higgins right now either. And you beat Baltimore.
Yeah. No.
I can only imagine what would happen if you actually had like a solid defense, like a semi-shut them down. If they had a top 15 defense and a running back, Cincinnati would be something crazy. But
it'd be like when they went to
the Super Bowl. It was a big upset. It was a big upset to a lot. I feel like Burrow always believes he can beat Baltimore. I feel like Burrow just always believes he can beat Baltimore. But I wasn't gonna say I was surprised. What I am gonna say is that to have Burrow to come back that first game and to do what he did, that was surprising.
Yeah, I mean, we had some people on the show picking him to throw for 400, 350. So it was something. Yeah, it was something that we did. we thought was going to happen. I said on the show I thought Cincinnati was going to win, and we had our correspondent at the game going for Lamar and them, and she had to leave. Very disappointed. And what did you think about that game?
I'll just make it real quick. Everybody's throwing all the accolades to Joe Shiesty because of what he did. They need to put some respect on the Cincinnati Bengals defense because them dudes played their ass off that game. Because everybody, at least that game, you know what I'm saying? Like Joe did what Joe does, but the defense did what they did. And I don't know, man. Like you said, something's wrong with Lamar, yo. Maybe Chrissy was right.
Yeah, he's not playing up to normal potential or whatever. How we have come to know Lamar Jackson. So I don't know, man. We'll see against Pittsburgh, but I definitely think that Baltimore is not looking. They're kind of trending downward after going on a 5-game winning streak. They seem to be trending downward right now. I don't know if they're going to get in the playoffs with this schedule that they got. The schedule was pretty tough, man. So I don't know, man. But we're going to talk about Baltimore in a second. I also just wanted to transition to the Eagles and the Bears, man. Bears, like I was saying in the chat, I feel like the Bears are the Commanders from last year. Like a team that we don't necessarily pay attention to, but are steadily getting wins and playing some good teams and beating some good teams. So yesterday, the two running backs for the Bears just went crazy, man. The number 25, I don't know his name. I just heard. First time I ever really watched him play. I think he's a rookie. And then DeAndre Swift, they both probably had like 100 yards rushing in the first half down there. And the Eagles, the Eagles they're not looking like last year's Eagles. They're looking like the previous year's Eagles where they had all the problems on offense, and then they ended up losing like 6 games in a row at the end of the year. When we were behind the scenes, M was kind of, I don't know if you guys saw in the chat, me and Lewis was going back and forth about Jalen Hurts. And it's not like I'm some Jalen Hurts like super fan or not. I just think that he's a decent quarterback that can win games. He's won a Super Bowl. He puts up good numbers. He went in the
Julius, stop. Julius, stop. You might that might be your favorite quarterback.
Oh yeah, I know, right? You might be a switch-sider. So yeah, that's how I just think he's a decent quarterback. He's good for that team. But M would say he had a take. He says that he thinks that Philly may trade Jalen Hurts. What was that take?
Basically, this is what I'm saying. Somebody got to go. And their window's going to close way faster than they want it to be. And if you look at it, not trying to be funny, but look at the NFC East, right? Dak, just quarterback. Dak's a better quarterback. Jaden Daniels is a better quarterback. I'll even go as far as say at least throwing the ball. Jackson Dart might be a better quarterback throwing the ball than Jalen. I'm dead at. Look at the dudes was wide open, and he was overthrowing them and underthrowing them. Then you got the fact of the matter is, you have all of that talent and you only got one bowl. Something's going to change. They didn't pay Saquon and all of them. It's like the Heatles. Not one, not two, not three. Like, if you want to be a game manager, be a game manager. But something's going to have to give. And I think the only thing that doesn't scare the Eagles is the fact that there's nobody. Who's the Eagles' backup?
I forgot the name. Caleb something. I forgot my young boy be telling me it was Caleb something, I think.
All right. So let's say if the Eagles had, I'll just use him because he's playing today, Kirk Cousins as the backup, and they was down, and you see how bad Jalen Hurts is throwing the ball with all of that talent around him. Besides the tush push, what else does Jalen Hurts give me? Besides the tush push.
But shit, what's the other running back that they got? He's doing better than Saquon. He's averaging 8 yards a carry.
Bigsby. I know you're talking about because he was in Jacksonville.
And they're not getting Saquon out of there for him.
But in Saquon's defense, is the defense switching when Tank comes in because it's not Saquon? So basically like the same thing like I was saying with JT and them. All right, JT's in the game, throwing 8-9 in the box. JT's out the game, so we kind of think they're going to throw the ball. So we put like 6, you know what I'm saying? Is he running against the same defenses? I don't know. I just know off eye test alone, Jalen Hurts is not a good quarterback.
Damn. I can't give him that, man.
I gotta disagree with that. I mean, he's a dual threat quarterback. He can give you 50 to 60 running yards if he tucks and runs.
That's athletic.
Ball. He has a good deep ball. He's showing you that he can be a good. He's won a Super Bowl.
Listen,
it wasn't just because of Saquon. Also, though, it was
look. All right, let's just think. All right, we go. All of us played Madden before in our lives, right? Right.
Of course.
So just play Madden. Matter of fact, all of us coaches, right? If you got two, I'll say 2 of the top 15 wide receivers in the league, right?
This is why you can't play when I'm not here.
You can't complete a pass to one's getting double teamed, and you probably got the top 3 running back in the league.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
Something got to give.
Yeah. But also,
you know what got to give the receivers. I'm not trading Jalen. I mean, he's a winner, man.
Right. Go ahead, Drew.
He's a winner. Now, if you're looking for like that traditional how quarterback should like that traditional drop back, throw down the field. No, he's not. And he's not a quarterback that's going to take a lot of chances. That's why he's not going to throw a lot of those one-on-one throws or if he's being double teamed. He's not going to make those. That's why he only got like 2 interceptions. He's not going to make those kind of throws. So there's some things he can do better, but I think he always going to put you in a position to win. No, he's not having a great year, but I wouldn't overreact and say he's not having a great year and let's get rid of him when he just led them to like 2 Super Bowls out of the last 3 years. That's like kind of that's a stretch, right? I personally wouldn't do that because he's a winner and he plays in big games. You see, both Super Bowls he played, he could have easily been the MVP.
Both.
All right.
Right, you know what I mean? So he makes enough plays.
Another thing is like Drew. Let's not act like if we don't get to the playoffs, Eagles are still scary and he's still not going to be somebody that team's playing on.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
When you get to the playoffs, Eagles are still very scary, no matter who they play. Rams can't beat the Eagles.
I disagree. I
Rams
disagree.
lost to them 2 years in a row.
I bet you they won't lose to them this year.
There'll be 2.
But I like their chances though. They still got a shot. Like they played the Rams in the playoffs.
They still got a shot.
That's a 50-50. That could go. I mean, I would still like the Eagles to win that game. I'll give them the benefit of the shot to beat the Rams. That's because history, and I think those guys. I think when he's shown in the past, when it's playoff time, he raises his play another level.
He does.
He plays at a whole nother level. You know what I mean? So that you got to give that a benefit of the doubt. Like history shows that. You know what I mean? Like so he's struggling. He could be doing better. Yeah, he's not throwing for 3,500 yards, 4,000 yards. But granted, when it's time to play, he does. He plays at a whole nother level.
All right, now answer this question real quick. Should they have lost on Friday to the Chicago Bears?
I thought they would.
Okay.
Why are we acting like Chicago hasn't become something? When has it not Caleb made?
Yeah, it's not like they lost to the Panthers. I don't want to say Panthers.
We can actually beat teams. We can't just say they shouldn't have lost to Chicago.
Right. Chicago's in a playoff. In the playoffs right now. I couldn't see if it was the Jets or the Saints or the Titans.
Something like that. Then, by all means, man, what are we doing here?
Now that defense got to play a little bit better too. They came up 250 yards rushing.
And they was running through that line. It was crazy.
Yeah, they was. They was doing what the hell they wanted with that line, though.
So 250 yards rushing, you giving up. You're not gonna win too many games.
That's true. So this week, that was kind of the recap of the Thursday and Friday games. This week, oh man, I mean, I was just going by really the performance from Thursday night. So this week's man in the mirror.
Yeah.
Let me get a number 7 and number 8.
Who are you? Touch yourself on the shoulder and ask yourself, who are you? Who am I? What am I doing here?
Yo, y'all
look in the mirror and say, it's because of you. It's you. My team let you go.
You right. Y'all right.
Yes. You.
So that was the man.
Say, I am a 2-time MVP. Look in the mirror and say, I am somebody.
Because, man, 17 for 32, 246 yards isn't bad, but the zero touchdowns. He hasn't had a touchdown, I don't think, in 3.
His stats the week before that was worse.
Yeah, but it's the 2 fumbles, man. The one fumble was crucial. It caused a touchdown right away for the Bengals, I believe. He fumbled probably on like the 2-yard line, and then the guy caught the ball, and it was a touchdown. So it was a lot of crucial, like the 2 fumbles and then the interception. That's 3 turnovers right on Lamar. Now the one interception, it was a batted ball, but it's still. So this week's man in the mirror, man, is gonna go to Lamar Jackson. He's got to take, like Vince said, he's got to take a look at himself and make a change, man. So this week we got our players of the week. I like to show the players of the week and then ask you guys who had the best game. Jair Brown, the safety from San Francisco, he had 5 tackles and 2 interceptions. Jahmyr Gibbs, 219 yards, 45 receiving yards, and 3 touchdowns. Myles Garrett, 5 tackles, 3 sacks, 4 tackles for a loss, and 2 forced fumbles. Jesus Christ. And that was the Browns' first win with Shador. And then we had Kareem Hunt for the Chiefs, 104 rushing yards, 18 receiving yards, and 1 rushing touchdown. So, who would you guys pick?
Bro, I think you jerked Horn. I think Horn deserves to be in there, other than that other DB.
I was going by what, I didn't pick him.
Horn only played the first half, I think, bro, and had 2 interceptions, like 3 or 4 tackles, and he.
From Carolina? Yeah, he got a concussion. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't play a whole second half, bro. Like, I think he had 2 picks early.
Okay.
He didn't finish the game out with them at all. He didn't play the whole fourth quarter, I think, and like half the third, I think, actually. But he didn't play a whole.
You good, Trini? I love you, kid. My shit's
So
the same.
I believe he would have more tackles, probably another pick, because he was heavy. He was on Purdy. He was on Purdy. Yo, whoever they had him on, even when he got beat on the route, he still got the interception. It was just. Okay. But if I'm gonna give it to anybody, it's got to be Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett is the catalyst for that Cleveland Browns defense for all the other guys to eat. And not for nothing, when you keep putting your defense, when you put other defenses, when you make other offenses go 3 and out, and you get your rookie on the field more and more, because that's what Shedeur needs. He needs to have more on-field experience to get better. When you keep your rookie on the field, it shows. He threw the pick early. The defense kept getting stops when they needed it, kept getting Shedeur back on the field, and that's what get him the check downs. He took a couple of sacks here and there, but he made big plays. As he got on the field, he got more comfortable as he was on the field because of the defense, and Myles Garrett runs that defense. The mine goes to Myles Garrett. I can't give Kareem Hunt no respect. You got to do that consistently, my boy. You can't do it one game and expect to just get a reward for that. Nah.
Who'd you like, Drew?
I'm gonna go with Myles Garrett as well. When they started talking about you, when they started putting you like in with Reggie White and talking and LT and names like that, I don't know if he's Reggie White, but he's getting up there. You know what I mean? You having multiple 5 sacks games and stuff like that.
That's crazy.
Right, that's unheard of. He might break the sack record this year.
Might.
You know?
Shit.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
I'm gonna legit say if Myles Garrett can put up, what is he at right now? 18 sacks?
Yep. 18 and
If Myles Garrett for the rest of his career gives you 10 to 13 sacks a year from here on out, he legit could be in an argument with Reggie White.
Right. I mean, if he has another stretch, absolutely.
Yeah. He has that more. Drew, we know what them boys gonna do. You gotta have a stretch to be compared to these guys. Reggie White was a preacher. What do they call him? The preacher? What do they call him?
The Rev.
The Minister of Defense.
That boy will pray for you on Sunday and then beat you up an hour later, right after church. That's crazy.
Is Myles Garrett better than Bruce Smith?
Yeah.
No.
Here's the thing. The thing with Myles Garrett, though, you know, he plays defense, but you got to kind of have some kind of impact on winning too. So when you start bringing up like Bruce Smith and all, like Reggie White, Bruce Smith won the 4 straight Super Bowls. Now he's on a better team.
Look at the offenses though with these guys. You're talking
that's a fact. But then I'll give you like the Ravens 2000. That wasn't a great offense. You know what I'm saying? And
there were studs everywhere. And Ray Lewis.
You did.
Bro, they had studs everywhere. Wasn't Bart Scott next to them too? Not Bart Scott.
Not Bart. No, you're right. They had some studs, but my point is though, I mean, they went to the playoffs a couple of years ago, but I think he's only been to the playoffs maybe once or twice.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So he's an all-time great, but I think you can't put him in the same because those dudes Reggie White with the Eagles and the Green Bay Packers, like he went to the Packers and they became contenders off the rip.
Overnight.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But so what I'm saying is he's already on the backwards version if you want to say that, because you would say he's on the least best team. Any other team he would go from here would be a better team. Am I right? If they did that,
we would think that, right?
You know what I'm saying? So it would be hard to even compare Reggie White because Reggie White went into kind of a worse team when he left Philly.
Right, that's my point. He went on a worse team.
So Myles is going to go to a better team. He's already on the worst team making the stats right now. So I think his resume would go if he went to a better team. If he went to a Dallas Cowboys, they would have to win a Super Bowl or 2 for him to for us to be like he's that Reggie White guy.
But Myles Garrett, you know what I mean? He looked like he got another good 3 to 5 years. He can make an impact like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But Drew, how much can you do with Myles? But he can do that. But Sanders in that offense has to do stuff because eventually it gets tiring when you go out there and you're putting your body on the line, these sacks, and your offense is putting you right back on the field.
Well, this season's a wash. I don't think Shador, even if
if
Shador comes back, I don't think Shador comes next year. He's not going to be the starter. They're going
You don't
back
think
to
so?
Deshaun Watson.
Nope, they're gonna get him out of there, bro. They are looking to push Deshaun Watson right now.
I mean, if they would have got him out of there already. He restructured his contract. He already restructured it. You know what I mean? So they could get rid of him. They keep he's going to probably start next year.
Bro, they don't want Shador. They want anybody but Shador.
Right.
They need to get rid of Kevin Stefanski. They need to.
That might happen too. That's
Kevin
possible.
Stefanski, and I believe Drew. There's somebody else in that office, Drew, that don't like Shador. Bro.
Yeah, the owner. The owner
Yo,
that
I
want
can
him
show you
draft.
the
He didn't want to
video.
draft Shador.
Do you? I think I told you about it. I remember seeing a video where Shador and Miles Garrett, they're joking. Miles loves this kid. They're joking, having jokes. The owner's sitting there. He's looking like he wanted to pistol whip. Yo, he looked like he wanted to pistol whip Shador.
Damn.
Like, Shador had his back toward, like, was joke. Yo, they was like, exclusive me to my computer. Shador turned his back, and the owner was just like,
Yeah,
like he was so disgusted in his face. I said, bro, they don't like it. Yo, bro, listen. I want to give you an example too. They set him up to fail. Why do you think they expected that screenplay to go for 60-something yards? They didn't expect that screenplay. They didn't expect that bomb to get caught. They set him up for failure for Dylan Gabriel to come back. Now that you won a game and you won it with passing and a whole team effort, it's hard to bring Dylan Gabriel back after concussion. You had to set. Yo, if Shador has to win San Francisco, he has to win. If he don't
win a day. If he win a day, he might be the quarterback of the future. Put it like that.
Listen, no, I still don't believe that. Long as Kevin Stefanski's there, yo, they can go. Miles Garrett can go in and get 5 sacks today. Mason Graham can go in and get 2. They can go in and get 2 picks. Shador can throw for 250, 2 touchdowns, 19 to 27. They are going. If Cleveland can blow San Francisco out, he's still going. When they ask him, yo, who's the quarterback for next week? Well, Dylan's going to get back. We're going to give Dylan a full week of practice. I bet.
Yo.
That's a fact. Hey, did you hear the story that Stefanski reached out to Dion about having dinner and Dion declined?
Well,
Yeah.
You heard about that?
No,
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that.
What?
Elaborate on that.
I guess he just reached out to Dion like, hey, you know what I mean? Let's sit down and talk. Let's have dinner.
Who?
And Dion declined. That's all I heard. I don't know all the details about it, but he did reach out to Dion about having dinner.
Who did?
Stefanski.
Stefanski.
Man, I would have told Stefanski SMU SMD. What you mean? What you mean?
I think he,
bro. No,
respectfully, he might have told him that, but he declined.
Yo, Drew, for what? Because not for nothing, right? I bet you Cleveland Browns and them, if it's not the owner, there is somebody that's saying, you know, Dion can be a coach here and get everybody motivated, right?
Right.
Stefanski wants to be on the phone with him right now. Yo, listen, there's no really bad blood between. Yes, there is, bro. You made it established already. Drew, if I'm a coach and I know your son's nice at running back, we know he's nice. If I got 2 running backs, a washed up old running back that got knee braces on, you hear what I'm saying?
Right.
Then I got a young kid that don't know left from right. He's just fast, but your son got all the tangibles I need, and I'm doing everything. The old guy trade him off or bring the other kid up. Then I'm saying my practice squad running back's going to come up because we don't know who's going to be our backup, even though your son is there confident that he can. Drew, I can't call you, Drew, and say, yo, bro, listen, I think we got off on the wrong foot. Yeah, we did. I got 2 left shoes. Click.
That's a fact. No doubt. No, fact.
You crazy? I don't want to talk to you, bro. And not because Dion is Dion, any father should feel that way. Because listen, if my son was a Shador, you wouldn't call me if I was a regular player, father.
Right, that's a fact.
Calling me because you feel like I got influence, and me being around fans, it drives the fans crazy. Cleveland Browns want to see me and my son succeed. You think they don't want to see me coaching?
I ain't see Miles Garrett that happy in years, like 2-3 years.
Bro, Miles said himself.
He ain't won a game in about 2 or 3 years.
Miles said himself, yo, I know what I signed up for, but it's crazy when I feel like it's an inside job self-sabotage.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Man, he said that?
Yes, bro. I know when everybody's like, yo, you complain about the money, he responded on that Twitter, I know what I signed up for, but when you feel like it's an inside job sabotage, what are you supposed to say? Like, that could be a fake account, but Miles ain't deny it.
Yeah.
Right.
So, bro, let's just be real with ourselves, man. We know what it all is. Stefanski don't like that boy. If you leave it up to him, as long as he's on the Browns, Stefanski will put him to the side and run his rookie contract up. Fully try to fuck that boy's head up like you don't belong in the NFL. But a team like San Francisco 49ers, that got that offense, that got the stars around, that got a good game plan and a great coach, a Green Bay Packers type of coach, one of them coaches that got the sense, the Ben Johnsons and all that know how to that likes a young quarterback and wants to put the weapons around him. When Shador gets with a coach like that, that's when he's going to succeed. But why Stefanski? No. Stefanski probably called people niggers when he was in.
Yo, come on, man. Yo, come on.
Yo, ain't no telling. Any of them coaches on the real, but
I'm sorry.
give them the benefit of the doubt.
But Stefanski probably was calling people behind closed doors with his white friends drinking Budweiser and calling people that. I bet you.
But I think that I mean, a lot of the stuff you were saying is definitely could be the case. I just think that Stefanski's not in a role. Like, it's not like Stefanski's like Mike Tomlin that's been there for years, can say and do what he wants. Like you said, the owner was like this, looking at him like,
do you think Stefanski wanted? Do you think Stefanski could have? He didn't want Joe Burrow. Joe Flacco there. He sent him off to a team in his division because he wanted Dylan Gabriel. Dylan Gabriel was his guy. If Dylan didn't have a concussion, Shador wouldn't have started.
Well, if Dylan Gabriel's his guy, he need to be fired.
Dylan Gabriel's
This is my point exactly, Em. This is my point exactly. That man has some say-so over there. He has the say-so. He can say what he want, who he want. You don't think if Stefanski said right now to the owner, yo, this is my quarterback for the future. If you want me to win, you let me have he needs to start. You don't think he went over there and got on Dylan Gabriel like that. This is my quarterback right here.
I mean, when some people, I don't know, man. Some people, when the owners have their minds made up, it's their checkbook, and we see what
no one wanted them, but who picked them up? No one wanted them. So who was the guy that said, "Well, fuck all y'all, I'm picking them up anyway"?
I still don't understand why they drafted a quarterback in the third round and turned around and drafted one in the fifth round. I still don't understand that.
That didn't make
sense. I feel like that was a spit in the face of the Sanders family. That was their way to spit in his face. Like, yo, we pick up a quarterback, but we're going to show you. We're going to go pick him up later and show you that we thought someone else was way better than him. Bro, what's the quarterback from the Saints?
It
don't matter. Both of them are trash. One of them got picked up for Shador.
There's a milk.
I can't, bro. I don't want to say it's an NFL sabotage, but Shador did it to himself also by when Baltimore was going to get him saying, I don't want to go there because I will never get no playing time. Well, look what happened, Drew. You had 5-6 games that you could have been at playing time.
He made a mistake with that because Lamar has a history of being hurt. I would have jumped that on in a heartbeat, and they would have catered to him.
Man, you had 5 games. You could have went out there and gave Baltimore the option to rest Lamar because they wouldn't have lost. I feel like they wouldn't have lost that many games. But you said you don't want to play for him. That also rubs teams the wrong way when Baltimore's going down the line. Like, yo, we trying to bring him to us, and we're a competitor. We are a real competitor. Like, he didn't want to come here because of this. Other teams might not like that.
Oh no, not at all.
So
here was the power rankings that I had this week going into the week 12. I got the Rams number 1, New England. They're 10-2. Number 2, Seahawks, Colts, and Bears. Didn't spell Seahawks. So what did y'all think about that?
Yo, man, I like the first 3, but I gotta show respect where respect's due. And the Bears move the Bears up 1. The Bears find a way to win, man.
Right.
Like, I put the Bears up 1, and
let me see the list again.
I'm sorry, but I still believe in Denver, man. I believe in
Who
Denver.
you?
The Colts is on the decline. I believe in Denver. I gotta put Denver in there and take the Colts out now.
Oh, say that again real quick and slow, please. Who's on the
Rams,
decline? No.
New England,
Who's on the
Seahawks,
decline?
Bears, Colts. They're on the
Colts.
decline right now.
Look,
I gotta go ahead and I gotta arguably put either Packers or Broncos in my teams I would put in there. Arguably.
Let me hear you say that again. The Colts are on the decline.
Colts is out of this,
No,
top
they are.
5 to me. Colts is out of this top 5 to me. Bears go up to 4, and I respectfully it's got to be either Denver or what's the guy that got to have the next best record to me?
Who's up there? You got Denver. You got Philadelphia. I took them out because of their loss,
Yeah.
and they've been kind of reeling. I feel like I couldn't put Philadelphia in there when they just lost to the Bears. I just seen them lose to them, so I was kind of giving it a college football kind of feel to it. But what did you guys think? Biz made his take. What did you think, Em?
Bears go to 4 since they beat Philly. Colts fall off, and it's either Denver or Green Bay at 5.
Yes, that Green Bay, Denver or Green Bay, yeah.
Green Bay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not all in on Denver. I like this list. You can rotate it a little. You can put the Bears over the Colts, but you gotta kind of trending up. And you could still kind of put, like I said, Green Bay. They somewhere in there. And even though they've not been playing well, the Cowboys. I like the Cowboys. I think since the trade, they don't deserve to be in top 5 yet, but they're trending up, and they can see them maybe in the next 2 weeks as a top 5 team.
Yeah, another win. If they win against the Lions, I'm gonna put them in there.
Yo,
but this list right here is pretty good.
Did y'all really turn down the trade? Or is that bullshit?
What's that? The Jets and the Chiefs?
Nah, supposedly, I don't know how true it is. That's why I said supposedly. It was Micah Parsons or Quentin Williams in a 1, and y'all said no in the offseason.
Man, we were drunk. If we said that, we were
Yeah, I heard about that. No, I didn't hear that.
If we said no and then did what we did with Dallas, we're drunk.
Yeah, I don't know if it was for Quentin, but I did hear the Jets was trying to give Micah.
Yo,
they came out and released it and said that.
Man, he was
before the season started.
Man, whoever said no need to take the damn needle out their arm.
That's somebody in your
camp. Ain't that much of a difference between Micah and Quentin, though.
Listen, but what we need is, to us, the way Aaron Glenn runs his defense, he'll stack up on D tackles, but to have a legit pass rusher,
right.
We have Jermaine Johnson, but to add a Micah Parsons outside of them.
But I could see why they said no, though. I could see why they said no.
Dewey, I'm blind. Show me. I'm Ray Charles. Tell me how.
No, it's financial though, because they would have had to give Micah Parsons an extension if they traded.
Oh yeah. That's another problem, right?
And then they just gave Sauce Gardner an extension, and they gave Garrett Wilson an extension. So that would have been a lot of money to spend in one offseason for the Jets.
But if you think about it, it's fine because you're still not paying the top people that people get paid for. You're still not paying a quarterback. You're still not paying a running back or a left tackle.
No, but Michael Parsons is like a number 1 getting paid at his position, though.
No, I get and understand that, but what I'm saying is it's normally, you see how I'm saying, it's kind of like staggered. And if y'all did that trade, y'all probably wouldn't have gave Sauce his extension because y'all would have worked on Micah. You see what I'm saying? Sauce got his extension after.
I just don't think he can come back. That's why.
But I think that had been in the works. You know what I mean? That had already. It's not like you just give somebody an extension right away. Like, wake up. That's always a negotiation thing. And it had to be playing out for the whole summer. And then for them to, I could see, I'm just saying, I could see why they didn't do it. But if you look now, I think they got the better of the deal. As a team, from a team building perspective, you got 2 You got 2 number 1 picks. Like, I don't know, man. Do you think Michael Parsons would have made a difference for this year? No, not at all.
Nah,
Yes, he would have made a big difference. He would
have made a difference, but our weakest position of defense is the DBs. They had improved over the week, but early in the season, the DBs was getting lit up.
Which is crazy because y'all traded one and Aaron Glenn was one.
True. So yeah, man. Before we get out of here, I wanted to get y'all takes on the college football. We didn't really get to talk about it today. It was going to be the first topic, and then I kind of switched it up. But what did you guys think about college football, and how do you see it playing out after the conference championship games?
Well, it looked like the SEC is going to get about five, maybe 6 teams in there. ACC with SMU losing last night. Now, if Duke beats Virginia in the ACC championship, I think that eliminates Miami.
You think so?
Right, because Virginia is going to get in because they made the ACC championship game. That's what I believe. And Duke gets in for automatically winning the game.
Oh, you're saying you're saying if Duke wins.
If Duke wins, right, that eliminates Miami. But if they lose, then ACC will get 2, Notre Dame will get in, and then the Big 12 will get one. They might get 2 as well. They might get 2 as well, and then you got to let one of those group of 5 teams like a James Madison or Tulane in. But like I said, a lot of this stuff is going to play itself out. I think if Georgia beats Alabama next week, Alabama doesn't make the playoffs.
What?
With three because they got 3 losses.
3 losses.
But I don't
they don't get in. So Alabama
I don't think the championship game should count.
They do.
But I know it does. But I don't think it should count. Then why go to the championship?
If Alabama wins, they had 3 losses. If Alabama wins, then they'll get in automatically, and Georgia will get in because that's will be only their second loss, and then it'll be twice to Alabama. They beat everybody else. Ole Miss will get in, but Texas won't get in, and I think Vanderbilt should have a shot to get in. They 10-2.
Yeah, they deserve a shot, and they beat Tennessee.
But the thing,
underdog away.
But the thing with that is they lost to Texas, so it's interesting to see how that plays out.
Texas A&M.
Right, so that's Texas case too. We beat Vanderbilt and Texas A&M, and we played Ohio State. So but you got your bad losses against Florida. So it could go either way. It all depends on how the committee what they really think. But I think they're gonna get 5 or 6 teams. ACC could get 2, possibly Big 10 will get 3, Big 12 will get 1 or 2.
Okay.
What do you think, Biz?
Oh, everything is on point. I do feel like Alabama's in trouble. I'm not gonna. I do, bro. Because we shown that we're literally a passing team. We are a passing team. There's not a run game in us. We are a passing team. You heard what I'm saying? And that only goes so far. I was scared when we had Ole Miss in our path. Georgia scares me just a little bit more because Georgia just feels like they're that team that always gives us a problem sometimes, I feel like.
But Georgia can't beat them for some reason, though.
That's this year, I feel like, but just like we felt like Ohio State couldn't beat Michigan, this is the year. Year.
I thought Michigan was going to play better. Man.
Hell no, I didn't.
Only miss
I didn't.
Only prediction miss of the weekend, man.
I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah. And what about you, Em? How do you see it playing out?
I think it's only one thing you're going to have to worry about because, like I said, it's all about money. So, if Virginia wins, which I think they should beat Duke because it's not basketball, Georgia beats Alabama, which kicks them out, and then it's going to come down to the committee. Do you want Miami in or Texas in?
How How is Miami even for? Get Notre Dame out of here, man. Miami should be over them. They beat
Notre Dame
them.
out of there.
Now hold on. Now if we going off M argument, it's all about the money. Then Notre Dame is automatically playing because
Notre
it don't
Dame
get
is not
no
going
bigger than
nowhere.
that.
They're not going nowhere.
Because we talking about people want to see Notre Dame. Even the people that hate Notre Dame want to see them because it's the brand. People love them. You know they gonna bring ratings. So if it's about the money, like M said, and it is about a lot of it is about the money. Notre Dame is a shoe-in.
Notre Dame
got the most exciting player in college.
Are a total of 8 points. And both those games they lost, both those teams was ranked in the top 5 at the time. We lost by 7 to Miami and 1 to Texas A&M.
And the team you lost to. How about that? You lost to Miami, and then y'all just played Pitt. Y'all played Pitt. Miami beat Pitt.
We smacked Syracuse and they beat Syracuse. We beat Syracuse by like 40 points more than they did. I mean,
we beat Syracuse 70-0.
Right. You know what I mean? So I mean, now, the Miami, they should get in, but it's just because they get in don't mean Notre Dame shouldn't. You know what I mean? To win 10 games straight is impressive.
All kidding, all joking aside, Miami should have been in this situation. Miami should have won the fucking ACC, and that's where they fucked up.
That's a fact.
See, the ACC guys don't like what you're saying. They freezing you up.
Now that they didn't win the ACC, you talk about you got to go by who's ranking, da 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 da. Miami can't jump Notre Dame even in the regular rankings because Notre Dame won. So how can you say even in the BCS that Miami's supposed to jump them because of head-to-head? No. Even if without the BCS, we go by the regular AP poll, Notre Dame's ahead of them. I've never heard of no team, both teams winning and one team jumping. No.
They would beat Notre Dame again if they played on the neutral field right
No,
now.
no, they won't.
You out of your mind.
I don't think they would. I think Notre Dame, they go to the playoffs. They got a shot to make the national championship game again. They got a good of a team like that.
I'm not saying Notre Dame is not a bad. I think they're a good team. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to seem like I'm a Notre Dame hater or nothing. I'm just looking at it from that perspective. Like, damn, I don't like that. The early season doesn't mean anything. Like Alabama, for instance, they lost to a Florida State who's not in the rankings at all. That gotta mean something more than. But since it happened back in September, nobody cares.
Yeah, because a lot happens from there. You know, the teams will get better. Teams are playing. Like Notre Dame is playing a lot better right now than they were back in like August or early September.
But that's what I'm saying. That should still count that they wasn't playing as well back then.
The first game of the season.
No,
it should still count.
You got the same argument that Texas is having, talking about, but nobody else wants to go play Ohio State. We went and played them. Yeah, we lost, but we went to go play them. So what? You still lost. Cool. You're good right now, but you got 3 losses. That Florida loss is going to hurt Texas more than that Ohio State loss. Florida is shit.
But if Texas, they're going to try to find a way to get Texas in because Texas is a brand name as well, and you got all.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why Biz is sitting there looking all pissed off. Once Alabama lose to Georgia, then shit's gonna go haywire. You're gonna have that one person. It's gonna come down to Miami and Texas looking for that one spot.
Yeah.
No, it is. I just don't. I don't know, man.
That's what it's going to come down to. They're going to sit down there and look at the money. It's like, fuck, we got to put Tulane in. We don't got no money because of freaking Duke, Virginia. That shit's going to be ass. All right, we need to offset all of that shit and make some more money. Do we want to put the U in?
That's a fact.
I'm for real.
Oh, man. I mean, we know the Horns.
It's the same shit.
Texas.
It's the same shit like when we do this in March and we see the brackets. Watch the March Madness brackets. Who's in what brackets and where they are. Why do you think Duke is always in the South? But in the South, but they always play in the Carolina region to get all of that money rolling there. Duke will be in the West bracket. Will play in North Carolina. I still don't understand that shit.
Don't talk to them. That's why. Don't talk to
if you're in the West. if you're in the West bracket, shouldn't you gonna have to play like California or something like that?
They go out the following week. If they get out the first round, the first, second round.
Yeah, no, that's funny.
But it's 1:00. Time to go.
Yep. The games are starting out. So yeah, thanks everybody who tuned in. We'll be back on Tuesday. NBA Cup kicks off into the knockout round. It's heating up. A lot of good teams in there. We got off the top of my head, I can't pause. I can't name. I just know that the Knicks, I believe, are playing on
Toronto.
Tuesday night as well. They're playing Toronto, which is going to be a good game. But yeah, I'll be back on Tuesday.
We gotta go get Kendrick. We gotta go get Kendrick and walk up and dance on
Bring out Fat Joe. Yeah, Fat Joe, so it's gonna be off beat. It sounded horrible.
Fat Joe come out from some sporting event, something bad happens. I remember the World Cup came out.
He's not Drake. He's not Drake.
Yo, holler at y'all Tuesday.
All right.
Right. Boom, boom, boom. BB had to do it to him. Cock back if a nigga front, I'ma pop that. Guys.